Hello everybody, I'm going to teach the first lesson of Civics class 8, that is Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution is the first lesson of class 8 Civics. Let's commence with this lesson. Society has constitutive rules that make it different that make society has constitutive rules that make it and differentiate it from the other kinds of societies. In large societies in which different communities of people live together, constitutive rules are formulated through consensus. Consensus means agreement. And in modern countries, this consensus is available in written form, which we call a constitution. See, constitution is basically a written rules for a country that has been made by an agreement. Why does a country need a constitution? All democratic countries are likely to have a constitution, but on the other hand, it is not necessary that all countries that have a constitution are democratic. The constitution serves several purposes as listed below. A constitution tells us what the fundamental nature of our society is. A constitution helps serve as a set of rules and principles that all persons in a country can agree upon as basis of the way in which they want the countries to be governed. See, every country that is having a constitution may not be democratic. There are various purposes of constitution. The constitution tells about the fundamental nature of a society. A constitution has a set of rules that a country should follow. Okay, it tells how a country should be ruled. Why do we need a constitution? Yes, in a democratic society's constitution often lays down rules that guard against the misuse of authority by our political leaders. The constitution ensures that a dominant group does not use its power against less powerful people or groups. The constitution helps to protect us against decisions that could have an adverse effect on the larger principles that the country believes in. In a democracy, the constitution protects us from leaders misusing their powers. And in a country where people follow the constitution, it is ensured that one dominant group, okay, does not misuse its powers against less powerful group of people. And the constitution protects us against the decisions that have adverse effect on larger principles that the country believes in. Key features of the constitution. As you all know that B.R. Ambedkar is the father of the constitution, and the Constitution of India is the longest written constitution ever. A group of 300 people became members of the Constituent Assembly in 1946 and had written India's constitution. While writing the Indian's constitution, these members kept in mind different communities who speak different languages, belong to different religions, and have distinct cultures. The constitution was formulated by 300 people. They were the members of the Constituent Assembly in 1946. Okay, and the members kept in mind about the different communities who speak different languages, and they also kept in mind about the different religions that have distinct means different cultures. These are the key features of constitution. See, India has federal government. In federal government, there is central government, state government, and local government. There is existence of more than one level of government. The central government is the government of the whole country. The state government is the government of one particular state. The constitution contains list, and it also has list like union list, state list, concurrent list for each tier of the government. In addition, the constitution specifies where each tier of government can get money from. The constitution tells from where each tier or each level of government can get money from for the work it does. All the persons of India are governed by laws, and the policies are made by each of these levels of government. See, India is a federal country. We follow federalism. because we have three types of government: central government, state government, and local government. Central government is also called union government. Union government is the government of the whole country. State government is the government of one particular state, like Gujarat government, Punjab government, Kerala government, and local government is the government of town, village, or city. Okay, the government of village is known as Panchayati Raj. The government of town is known as municipal corporation, and the government of city is called, the government of town is called municipality, and the government of city is called municipal corporation. So it tells it tells in the constitution from where each level of the government can get money from for the work it does, and the people of India are governed by laws, and policies are made by each tier or levels of government. We have parliamentary form of government. See, the second feature is parliamentary form of government, and third feature of separation of powers. Parliamentary form of government means we the people of India, play a direct role in electing our representatives. That means we choose our representatives. Okay, everybody in our country can vote. Anybody who is a major can vote. Every citizen of the country, no matter what his social background is, whether he is rich or poor, whether he is from forward caste or lower caste, okay, everybody have the role to elect the leaders irrespective of the background. Let's move on to the next feature, that is separation of powers. There are three organs of the government: the legislature, executive, and judiciary. Legislature refers to the elected representatives by the people. See, legislature makes laws, executive puts the laws into action, and judiciary, as you know, judiciary will solve disputes. The legislature refers to the parliament. The executive is a smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. Those who put the laws into action and those who run the government are called executive. And judiciary refers to system of courts in India, the system of courts. Each organ mentioned above acts as check on each other. See, one organ of the government should check on the other organ of the government. This ensures the balance of power. Checks and balances means that one organ checks on the other organ and ensure that government does not misuse its powers. There should be balance of power between all the three organs: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Then fundamental rights. The Constitution guarantees the rights of individuals against state as well as other individuals. The Constitution guarantees the rights of minorities against majority. There are 6 fundamental rights: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. So there are 6 fundamental rights. Fundamental rights give rights to the individuals against the state as well as against other individuals. The fundamental rights protect the minority group from the majority group. And the fundamental rights have twofold objectives. Each citizen must be in a position to claim the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights must be binding upon every authority that has got the power to make laws. The Constitution has a section called Directive Principle of State Policy, which ensure greater social and economic reforms and serve as a guide to the independent Indian state to institute laws and policies. Now, the next feature is secularism. See, a secular country is a secular state, or a country is a state that does not officially promote any one religion as the state religion. Secularism means separation of religion from the state, or separation of religion from a country. A country should not be known by any religion. It should not promote any religion because all the religions are equal. India is definitely a secular country. I hope you have understood the lesson. I am winding up. Let's have a quick recap. Constitution is a book of rules written for a country. It is formed through an agreement or consensus. We need a constitution so that it tells the fundamental nature of the society. It is a set of rules that tells how a country should be ruled or governed. See, a constitution has been made so that there cannot be misuse of authority by political leaders. One group should not dominate the other group, and the constitution protects us from decisions that can harm our country. The constitution was made by 300 people. They were the members of the Constituent Assembly in 1946. When the constitution was being made, they kept in mind about different communities, people who speak different languages, people who belong to different religions and distinct cultures. Federalism. Federalism means when there is more than one level of the government. In India, there are three levels of government: central government, state government, and local government. We have parliamentary system of government. That means we play a direct role in electing our representatives. Okay, and separation of powers means power should be separated between legislature, executive, and judiciary. Each organ must check on the power of the other organ. There should be balance of power between all the three organs of the government. There are 6 fundamental rights. It protects the individuals. The constitution gives rights to individuals against the state as well as other individuals. The rights of minorities are protected from the majority. The 6 fundamental rights are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, and right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedy. One more thing I want to mention is that Nepal had monarchy. Nepal got democracy in 2006. So Nepal became a monarchy in 1991. Till 2006, Nepal had democracy. It became a democratic country only in 2006. Okay, then we have directive principles of state policy that make sure greater social and economic reforms and serve as guide to the independent Indian state to institute laws and policies. And the last feature is secularism. India is a secular country because we do not promote any one religion as official religion. Okay, the religion should be separated from state. Thank you so much.